So another one of those weird experiences that I had in San Luis was that I was hiking some trails around the town, and I ended up in the promontory parking lot, and I was just checking out. It was completely empty. The parking lot was, and I was saying hi to some pine trees up there, and looking out over the freeway, and this Muslim man walks up to me and says, "Excuse me, do you know the way to the main square?" I was like, of all the people to ask in an empty parking lot, like off the street, okay, yeah, sure, I do. Would you need to go there? And he said, yes. Could you show me the way? I said, yeah, absolutely. Let's go. I'll walk with you. And he's like, oh, really? Thank you. And I was like, yeah, great. And so we walk out of the parking lot, and we're walking across the bridge, and he says to me, would you like to go underneath the bridge with me? I said, oh, no, no, thank you. Let's just go to the square like you were talking about. He's like, are you sure? And I was like, yeah, I'm positive. Let's just keep walking here to the square. It's the Mission Plaza. And he's like, oh, not the Mission. Is there another church? And I said, no, he's like, there's a square with another church. I was like, nope, that's the main square in town. It's the Mission Plaza. He's like, okay. And he said, I'm a little drunk. And I was like, okay. That's not, I'm not mine to judge. I was an alcoholic for 20 years, so that's fine with me. Um, Strange for his situation, but that's, I don't judge people. So we're walking, and um, he says, "Hey, that's my brother. It's like Fasil or Fahud." And I was like, "Oh, cool. You got a brother here. You got family here." And so I said hi to his brother, and then we keep walking up a little ways, and he says to me, "Do you need any money?" I was like, "No, no, I don't need any money." He said, "We have money at my house. We go back to my house. I can get you some money. My wife is there." And I was like, "Yeah, no, I don't need any money. Thank you very, very much, though. Let's just keep walking up to the square. It's just up a little farther." And then he said, "Okay." And we're walking, and he says to me, "Do you need any prostitutes?" I was like, "Wow, that's out of nowhere." Nope, no, thank you. I do not need any prostitutes. Thank you for asking. And he's like, "How about? Do you need any drugs?" And I was like, "No, no, I don't need any drugs." Um, and we got up to the corner. It was right around the corner from the mission. And I said, okay, so you just got to go up that way and make a right. I think it's time for me to keep walking on my own here. And thank you very much for walking with me. It was a pleasure meeting you. And he gave me this look like I was breaking the cycle or something. Like it kind of shook him. And I said, "Have a nice day." And he said, "Okay." And he walked the other way, and I kept walking up the street. And it was just a, it was a it, I it was an odd circumstance to be approached in that way and be asked all those questions, and um it, it's it kind of was in line with the things I was starting to experience around here. So anyway, God bless.